And Doctor, do you understand the skepticism of some Nigerians who say, listen, the coalition might have some potential or promise, but we're not yet sold on their agenda because the message is not necessarily clear. I mean, rebuild, rescue, make return Nigeria to Nigeria sounds, catchy, but there's nothing substantial yet. Do you understand where people are coming from if they analyze things?
I understand it deeply, but let me tell you this. It's not that anybody has a choice. Nigerians don't have a choice. APC must go.
And is the coalition the best alternative?
Let me answer one question. Even APC does not have a choice. APC must go. Where was Ganduje last week? Where is he today? Nigerian politicians don't have a choice. APC must go. Victims of insecurity don't have a choice. APC must go. Spenders of the Naira, industrialists, tradespeople, market women and men, farmers, transporters, the youth, nobody has a choice in Nigeria. APC must go. It's just how to go about doing it. Now, I tell you this, everybody knows the right thing. But sentiments come in between. There is nothing else for people to know. Nigeria is not safe. APC did not perform from Buhari to this Tinubu. They did not perform, and they will not perform even if you give them another 40 years. Now it's for Nigerians to say the truth. These people cannot do it. Because they can't do it, they are no longer an option. APC will, whether we like it or not, they will say their candidate is Tinubu. But then Nigerians know who can defeat Tinubu. Nigerians know. The politicians in ADC, in the coalition movement, I swear to God they know deep down inside them.
Do you know who the person is?
I don't know. Because I'm an interested party. That I'm directly interested.
I want to go out on a limb here.
Yes.
Permit me to go out on a limb because a lot of people would really love to hit the nail on the head, or love for you to hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Is that person Peter Obi?
Peter Obi is an excellent material to lead Nigeria. He's an excellent, in the same way that Atiku can be an excellent, in the same way.
But is he the one you're alluding to?
We're in a coalition. Right. If we're talking about Labour Party, pointedly I'll tell you yes.
Right.
Pointedly. But in the context of the coalition, I will not surpass my party and usurp their powers.
Do you agree with Datti Baba Ahmed here that Nigerians don't have a choice? APC must go. Do you agree with him as well when he says that it's not that any one of us have a choice? APC must go. And then that even APC does not have a choice, that APC must go. And he says again, the victim of insecurity or the victims of insecurity don't have a choice. APC has to go. Do you agree with that assertion? Because he actually vehemently said the same thing again by saying nobody has a choice. APC has to go. And it says if APC is given 40 years, 40 more years, they won't be able to solve the problem. Do you realize that we are all the victims of insecurity, one way or another? As long as we're afraid to come out of our own homes at a certain hour of the day, or we're afraid to travel interstate, or we're even within the state in Nigeria, do you realize we've all become victims of insecurity? One way or another, somebody that you know gets kidnapped. Somebody that is related to somebody that you know gets kidnapped. So we've all become victims of insecurity. And so do you agree with him that as a matter of urgency, come 2027, that APC has to go? APC has not performed. Buhari did not perform, but Bola Tinubu has not performed. So is Datti really right? I mean, for me, it feels like a rhetorical question, but is Datti really right by making that complete assertion because of the state of the union right now, the state of Nigeria right now? APC did not perform. And as I said it from Buhari to Bola Tinubu. Do you agree with that? Because when you look at Nigeria right now, how would you say, if somebody said to you, person A, B, C, or D, describe the state of Nigeria right now, how would you describe it? Describe the state of the economy, how would you describe it? Describe the state of governance in Nigeria, how would you describe it? Describe this president, how would you describe it? If somebody called you and said to you, this government is doing all its best, do you believe that? Or as Nigerians, do we have a choice? Can we still sustain another 4 years of Bola Tinubu come 2027? Now, in terms of the coalition and who's best to replace Bola Tinubu, the question is, as he said, Nigerians know who can defeat Tinubu. It says the politicians in the ADC coalition, they know who can defeat Bola Tinubu. But also, the interviewer then asked him, what about Peter Obi? Obviously, you agree with him by saying that because they're in a coalition, different parties have come in. You cannot jump the gun and say, my candidate is going to be the best. You start jostling. So you create anarchy immediately before anything even begins. So you have to say no. But by telling everyone to say, if it was for Labour Party, it would say Peter Obi is an excellent material to lead Nigeria. Do you think that Peter Obi is the excellent material to lead Nigeria? Do we all agree with him that Nigerians know who the excellent material? I did another video earlier when I said that Tinubu is afraid because you can hear that from Daniel Buala's voice, the way the attack they give Peter Obi compared to maybe Atiku or El Rufai or Mechi. The fact that we're even having to talk about Mechi in a possible candidate to become president of Nigeria is even baffling for me. But the fact of the matter here is that the entire nation, and indeed the world at large, know and we're quite aware of who the best candidate is that Bola Tinubu is most afraid of. And that person still remains Peter Obi. But the question to you is, do you think that claim is correct? Does he have the stamina, the wisdom, the policies? Does he have the right mind to be able to execute and lead Nigeria in the right direction? If you look at his policies from 2023, do you think that if he had executed those policies, Nigeria would be moving in the right direction? Do you think so? Now we're in 2025, working towards 2027. Do you agree with that? Because we are all aware that APC has not performed. See, there's no guise in this. There's no way we can, subtly put it. The state of the country right now is a mess. So I asked the question earlier, and I want you to answer in the comment section. But the state of the union right now, the state of Nigeria at this particular point in time is a mess. Governance is a mess. There's corruption and overripe corruption within this administration. There's threat to life every day. Governors are unseated. They take them and suspend a government, elected government for a state, and then the president usurp his power. A state, passes a vote of no confidence on their speaker. All of a sudden, that's removed and that's changed immediately. Governors are really jumping ship and others to go to the ruling party because they're afraid that the ruling party will rig them out in 2027. It just feels like Nigeria is in a state of anarchy. There's insecurity, there's food crisis, there's currency crisis. Our money has no value, there's corruption, there's poverty. So when somebody tells you that Nigeria does not have a choice or Nigerians does not have a choice, what is the choice for you? Insecurity is there. So when we look at 2027, do you think these politicians within the ADC coalition will look at it and say, we have a possible candidate that is well liked nationally and globally? Would we be able to put our ambitions to the side and say, we're going to support this guy that he just described as an excellent material to lead Nigeria? Do you agree with that? I've only just said all of these things and open your mind just so that you can see the possibility, but also see where we are as a nation. And for all of the Bola Tinubu supporters as well in the comment section, I'd like for your comment too as well. Why do you think that Nigerians should actually continue with Bola Tinubu? Seeing the fact that even you are afraid that you cannot even travel down the road or you cannot go interstate. Seeing that you who supported him can't even afford the things that you used to afford. Don't say the revolutionary policies they're putting in place to reset Nigeria. Nigeria is not currently being reset at the moment. We're going down the drain. And the government cannot really give account of the Commonwealth because we do not know where the money is that they're saving even from subsidy. So put your comments in the comment section. Let us have this conversation about what you think. But also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also remember to recommend this channel to others. Let's look at the best way we can move our country from where we currently are to where Nigeria has a potential of being. Among the leagues of nations, where we can be the first again and best runner in Nigeria, in Africa, and then look at the world and say we are ready for the global stage. We need leaders with vision, not thieves. We need leaders with an insight, leaders with long-term plan that will set Nigeria in the right course, a course of prosperity and a future where we can have, and we don't have to be slaves in another man's country because we're trying to run away from insecurity in our own country. Again, I'll catch up in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also recommend this channel to others. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.